And we are live, Chummers. Welcome to the Wednesday night's Shadowrun edition. Make sure to follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube to watch our previous episodes. That's the Wednesday nights with a K. My name is Bryce, and I'll be the Game Master tonight. Now, let's meet the players. Tonight we have with us GM Jeremy.
Hello, hello. I will be playing the Human Decker codename Atari tonight.
And we have with us Laird.
Hi, tonight I am playing Shady May, the Street Samurai.
Shady May. And we have with us Keith.
Hello. I'll be playing Mississippi Longstreet, a professor of foci analysis.
And we have with us Steve.
Hey, I'll be playing Almari Kunhari, the Elven Water Shaman.
And last but not least, we have Hans.
Hi. Dr. Giggles, Mercenary.
Was that a beer you just cracked? Like, you were just like, and then we have on. And he's like, crack, crack, with his fucking Michelob or whatever.
Yes.
And throws out two words.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Oh, and everyone, I'd like to remind you, Shadowrun is set in a dark, futuristic world. Some content not suitable for all viewers. Discretion is advised. How are we all feeling tonight, Chummers?
Excellent.
Awesome. Not as good as Hans.
Yeah. No shit. I used to get some beer here in my office.
No one can feel as good as Giggles, though. I mean, come on, let's be honest.
He's a doctor, after all.
He does have that going for him.
So our 17th episode, that is crazy. This is now one of our longest running, I believe.
It is.
As far as chapters.
Yeah.
And there's no end in sight, I can promise you that.
Woohoo!
Alright, so after taking our unscheduled week off, because, well, life happens, we are still in Germany, down in Bavaria, in a small backwards village called Munchmausen, where you are set to invade the castle, gentlemen, and retrieve an ancient tome and leave a valise, or a little satchel, a cryo-controlled satchel, in its place. You just finished a tour of the town and the castle, some few parts of it, thanks to Goldie, the director of tourism. And that's where we left off, is you just finished the tour, about a 6-hour tour. And you went all around, tasted a bunch of craft beers, went to a bunch of little cafes, ate some sausages, visited the castle, and now you are going back to the hostel where you are staying and all your gear is kept. And that's where we left off.
Excellent.
So it's early evening, late afternoon. Just got done blitzing the town, so you're a little tired, but it is what it is. And that's where we're at. Take it over.
I think we should walk around and have a talk about this. I don't think we should do it at the hostel.
Shouldn't do what?
Talk about our plans.
At the back at the hotel.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do it at the hostel. He wants to walk, so we're on the move, and it's harder to listen in. I mean, we've got sub-vocals. We can sit there and act like we're reading in the room and just talk sub-vocally.
Yeah.
Okay. So the book appears to be on the third story. This is not a floor that we went to previously during the tour.
Wait, say that again?
We went down, correct, in the elevator?
Yeah, we did.
So the book is on the 3rd level. I sent a spirit to find where the book was at, and it's on the 3rd level of the castle, of the keep.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's right. That's right. You guys, you wizards, found the book that we need up on the 3rd floor.
We also talked about blaming it or trying to see if we could blame it on some other baron or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know how we could. I mean, can't we just get in secret and get out in secret and just leave them guessing?
Well, the problem is that we can scale the cliffs, but then we'd have to go over the wall, cross the thing, and then up the side of the keep as well, right?
So you guys had deduced through the previous sessions, there's essentially 3 main ways to get in. There's the mountain road, which is not really passable to vehicles right now due to the winter storms, leftover winter storms, and just snow drifts and debris on the road. It's essentially impassable to vehicles, but you can hike it. There is the tram skylift, which is operational 24/7, meaning it's always manned, so you can always hop into that. And then there is the cliffside that you do have climbing gear that was provided for you, that you can climb up the side of the cliff.
We go up the cliff.
You don't want to fly in because there's a bunch of missile systems on the castle that shoots down anything that flies. And you did notice there are some drones that patrol the castle and the road and cliff and whatnot. Let me think. That's about it. Oh. As far as in the town, there was the giant Gothic church, St. Gretchen's. There was the giant town hall, also just a big, giant Gothic building. A few high-class hotels, your youth hostel, and then over a dozen shops, making everything from old-fashioned pipes, clocks, sausages, jewelry, clockwork toys, Bavarian costumes, and whatnot. And a couple cafes.
So what do we know about the people that regularly come and go into Schloss Munchausen?
Yep, staff, bureaucrats, guards go up and down. The tram at this time of the year is the main way up and down. So it's not always running, but it's always can be. It's always manned. So when it's needed.
Atari, you get a karma point for pronouncing that.
Munchausen. Okay.
So it's mostly the tram that's taken to get in and out of the place.
At this time of year, yep. During the summer, later this spring, it's still April, so up in the mountains they're still, still cleaning up. But in the summer they use the road, absolutely. But the tram is always there.
What if we sabotage the tram? Do you think that they would empty some of the staff out because of the difficulty in traversing at that point?
What do you mean exactly? I think they'll get staff out to fix it immediately.
Well, if we cut the cable, they're not going to do anything until... Well, I guess there's magical means.
You can still hike the road, like I said. It is still passable. You just can't be driving lorries up and down it, to bring in supplies.
Right, and then, of course, without the working tram, the guards have one less thing to look at. They're looking elsewhere, and that might be where we're actually trying to get up.
You mean like a distraction?
Well, a distraction might help us, especially if we have some assistance with the climb.
And remember, your scheduled flight out of Berlin is the evening 2 days from now, so just keep that in mind too.
Well,
I think we should climb up the mountain. I thought that's what we voted on.
Yeah. No, I think we should climb.
I mean, they left us climbing gear, so I think that was what their plan for us was.
Well, that was your cover story on why you were there, is you're there to do mountain climbing. But by all means, use the gear to climb the cliff.
I was hoping that we would have a couple of people assisting us to make it a little bit easier. I'd rather hold on to the side of a mountain than actually scale the whole fucking thing.
Oh, we got some wizards that can levitate.
Yep.
We both have levitate.
What kind of height is this cliff? I mean, basically, are they going to be able to actually deal with all of us and, make it to where we need to be, or a safer point?
So we had enough.
There were
Right.
3 landings, right? Didn't you say that there were 3 landings? Like we would climb up, and there's like a landing, and then we could climb up again and landing.
Right. There's 3 sections to the cliff face, and each one is 300 meters. Is that what I said? I'm trying to look it up real quick. Something like that.
And
Yeah,
Atari can just keep getting control of the drones.
We could what we could do is quickly climb, but levitate while we're climbing, basically.
And if we create a distraction, maybe like down on the trail, then the security drones are going to go check it out, and they could be out.
We want to activate them though.
Yeah, then they would be on patrol. They would be heightened security, right?
But maybe when we get up there, we could activate like some kind of explosion. They run down there, we sneak in, and then get out.
Mm-hmm.
Or would it be better just to like sneak in and sneak out without
Well,
knowing?
I don't know if I don't have invisibility or anything. How are we going to do that?
Well, we would be stunning and knocking people out along.
Murdering them?
Yeah, murder.
Well, no, we don't have to kill them.
We don't have to not kill them.
I feel like the idea of distraction, at least when we need it. Maybe can we set one of those drones with explosives or something?
Or just fly it into a cliff or rock or something.
Or have it just set to start shooting stuff like at a certain point, just fly up and so if we're like trapped somewhere, you can set off some kind of distraction that they would activate and go down the hill, like at the base of that road.
Or we find some local lads in town that like to create mischief and they don't like tourists. We pay them some money to do a little quote-unquote prank and get them causing some mischief out on the road. That would distract them, not a lot, not like a big explosion, but enough to draw some attention that way while we're...
But then they would interview and say, who asked you to do this? And it would be...
Well...
that strange group that came
Can't
through.
someone make disguises? With magic?
I can change the way somebody looks, for sure.
The couple nights that Shady's been out to have food and get food.
The one night.
Thinking back on the people that were around, were there any that might stand out in her memory as potential hooligans?
No, everyone was very much well-mannered. No, everyone very much towed the line.
That's kind of the impression I got. It seems like everybody here is happy to be here and alive, and they might not be happy, but they're decent citizens of the area.
Well, let's just do it.
Let's just climb.
We're going to wait one more night. So we're going to pull off the heist the night before our plane leaves so that we leave here, head straight to the plane.
Right.
So the night before, would one of the mages be able to watch from afar just for like patrol time?
Might be a good idea.
I mean, because it would be a good idea to see if, they have particular
routines.
Yeah.
I can scout it out astrally. I mean, I can spend a couple hours at a time just checking it out before I have to come back.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, you just wouldn't be entering castle because then you'd end up triggering whatever identified the eye before. But if you're out of ways, we can still see patrols moving around from like up top or something.
Yeah,
That could
knowing
give
the
us some
wall
information.
patrols would probably help quite a bit.
So
I think having a distraction just in case is a good idea, or should we just?
Absolutely.
So I think we take one of those drones and pre-program it for just hit a button that it starts jumping up and attacking like the wall or something like that.
So to use the drone, you would have to gain ownership to basically turn it back on, because right now it's turned off, your marks are wiped, so you have no way of making it think you are its owner.
Right.
So to do that, you would have to, and you would need a toolkit, hardware toolkit, in order to change the electronics so that you actually owned it.
Which
So
we
right
weren't able
now,
to
there's
find.
really not much you can do with it.
Oh,
There may be some other drones. Were there other drones at the castle when we were there flying around when we were on the tour?
If I remember right, you did see one or two buzzing around the castle.
So I mean, there is the possibility that you could take over one of those. I mean, it's a little bit more of a roll of the dice, but it's one that's out there, and when there's one out there, you always seem to be able to maneuver it somewhat.
he's
so
good at hacking on the fly.
can Atari, can you hack into their network when we get closer so you can turn off the sensors along the walls, the cameras?
So yeah, I mean, I can go into the Matrix, right? Head over to the castle.
Yeah.
It's better if I'm there on site.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get closer, like fly them up, get close to the wall, and then hack things, and then jump the wall again with levitate, and then start looking for this book. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds like our most grounded plan yet. I dread the outcome.
Let's do it.
I really think we should ride a whale through a window
No.
A whale.
because they would not expect that at
Yeah, we just
all.
need to levitate through the window.
Yeah, we can just levitate up to the window.
So one of the things.
Both levitate. It's like 200 kilograms. Yeah, so we'll have to cast it a couple times.
So I think we should go in around here. Somewhere.
If I recall correctly, and this might not be the best point of entry, however, if I recall correctly, these two towers seemed to have the least guard activity. That might be completely inaccurate, but from what we had learned before, I seem to recall that.
Okay.
So the cliff face you come up would be on this side, on the west side, would be the cliff face that you're climbing up.
This is
Right.
the
Coming up like that.
only
And
one
it's-
that's possible.
And it's narrowest
Yes.
right here to get by this other curtain wall.
And these are the lower outer walls. This is the higher inner wall. Yep. And Laird, you are correct. These towers seem to have less activity.
Okay, and like, would this be part of that cliff face that we could climb over here more specifically?
Absolutely. Yep.
Because that almost looks like there'd be a little more cover from the tram.
Exactly.
tram view.
That's where you from what little you guys have looked at the cliff, that's where you'd probably come up, is that little
Divot?
cut in the cliff there.
Okay, so that sounds like a plan. We go up here, and then we maneuver around the missile tower, get to this tower, climb this tower, and then try to get so we can float from here to the keep.
And it has a lot. It has it has like 5 or 6 guys in it, I thought.
But as
Right.
or well, we can get at least
What if the missile
Yeah.
tower were to blow up?
The keep
Or
on
get
the third
taken over by a
floor.
mysterious hacker.
Yes, the book is in the keep. All of the buildings in the center of the castle grounds are all 4 stories tall.
So
And the book was in the keep.
how tall is this curtain wall? Is it only a story tall from
The
from
outer
the ground?
wall,
No, this inner curtain wall.
the
Is
main
it
wall,
right? Is it
20
one
meters tall.
So that's 60 feet. How far
With
is it from?
crenellations and covered ramparts and floodlights and security cameras mounted all along.
So what I'm trying to discern is the book's on the 3rd level of the keep.
Correct.
Is it above that curtain wall, or is
No.
it below?
Below.
Can we shoot?
So it
Can we
sounds-
shoot a grapple line from here over to the building, and then slide across the rooftop to get into that 3rd floor?
The rooftops are just about level with the wall, yes.
Okay, so we'd have to go down.
But they're
a little
all
bit.
very steep. They're all very steep.
Gotcha.
They're not flat.
Gotcha. So if we could target a window or something, like on this side, that'd be perfect. And then if we could send some sort of grapple line with the grapple gun over, and then just slide down, go through the window. That way we don't have to worry about running around in the grounds and getting spotted and junk like that.
Sounds good.
So if we came up...
And of course, one of the first targets that you're going to want to be looking for are those cameras, right?
Sure. I'll look for whatever you guys want me to look for.
Yeah, I mean, same as always. We're invisible, right?
Mm-hmm. So if
It's
we
all
could
that
secure
electronic goodness.
Well, if we can secure one of these spots, like if we can get here or here, someplace where I can hunker down once we get on site, then yeah, I can hack in and start looking around. And you can just leave me here, my physical body,
Yep.
as I'm
Yeah.
in the matrix.
So you can do stuff up to 100 meters away from your physical body and suffer no penalties.
Okay.
It's when you start getting more than 100 meters away that you start getting static background penalties.
So he's golden for the whole place.
And you're going to be running silent, remember, because if you don't run silent, then anything within 100 meters of you can see you without any test. So that gives you a -2 to everything. But if you're going VR, which hot sim, which I'm sure you are, you get a +2, so it washes out. So that's why I never mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
But just so you know, like other deckers around you could be doing that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Atari, we climb up here, we get up here, and then the next up and over is the wall. How comfortable would you be hunkering down at the base of the wall here?
Or even down on the ledge down here. I mean,
Well, the ledge will get them further away, but my biggest concern is if you're hunkered somewhere here, there is the chance of a wandering guard. And if we're
I don't
not
know.
there,
Have we seen
we
guards?
can't do anything to defend you.
Have we seen guards down here on the ground, or have we seen guards up here on the walls? I guess we'll find that out tonight when we scope it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good. So we'll let the magic user do his scoping and make final decisions. Otherwise, I think we got something feasible. My mind only wanders to how many other people tried to scale these walls over the years.
Yeah. Okay.
well, I'll go back to the hotel and I'll lay down and I'll pop astral and I'll start surveilling the wall.
You go astral, you float up over to the castle, yep. Okay.
I'm gonna watch the guards, see if they change shifts, see if they do walking rotations or
How long are you gonna stay there?
Probably. I'm not going to get too close, but I'll probably be there for a number of hours. Probably like 2 hours at a time, and then I'll like pop back to my body and get a drink of water, and then go back to it or something like that.
Okay. And you do that like half the night or something?
Yeah.
Like till
Yep.
midnight, like 6 to midnight? It's probably
Yep.
about 6 o'clock right now. Okay.
While he's doing that,
Yep.
is it possible? What I'd like to do is I'd like to box up this this drone that I captured, and actually just mail it back to the Seattle area.
Oh,
But what I want to do is I don't want to mess with this one in particular. I want to donate it to one of my contacts. To Otto, my gear supplier. Try to build up some of the loyalty and connection with him by donating a cool drone to him.
So you just want to mail him something, best regards from Atari in Germany.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Exactly. Yep.
Like a postcard. Yeah, I mean,
Thinking of you.
when you get out of here. Yeah, right. When you get to Munich, when you hop the train to Munich or Berlin before you fly out, you can certainly arrange to do that.
Okay.
That's no issue. 50 million, I'll say, to do it.
Probably much better than mailing it from here.
That would cause difficulties and a lot of suspicion. Yeah.
A trail.
Yeah. I mean, they already watched you guys pull some pistols out of a crate.
Maybe. Thanks for confirming something we didn't know.
Let's see.
Well, you should have already kind of realized.
Where is...
I'm surprised it's not natural for us just to see that shit when we walk into
Well,
places,
during the
but-
tour, if you remember right, she was very clear to mention how safe and secure to be here, constantly pointing that out. So
and we where you saw the camera in the room because I stood naked in front of it.
Yeah, that's what he was referring to. You pulled out your gun in front of the camera.
So check out this cannon.
Alabama Black Snake. Full Metal Jacket, guys.
okay, so Almari, while
Yes.
you are doing your scoping, go ahead and roll me a basic perception test. Because yes, you're astral, but let's just roll a basic one. Because basically, you're scoping the place out. Perfect. 4 successes. So yes, you do see guards that walk the perimeter walls. On average, they seem to do it about once an hour, a pair of them.
Okay.
Do walk all of the walls. The tram goes up and down irregularly. It just seems to be as needed. Sometimes it's constantly moving a few times, then it won't move again for, half an hour, maybe even more.
Okay.
Not a lot of other action other than, castle staff going back and forth. There was a large flux of people that left right around the time you started watching, and that was all the bureaucrats and workers that were leaving, all the daytime people. And so at night, it's pretty much just the guards walking around. Very little movement in the keep. If you were to go into the grounds, and the other buildings were all fairly empty.
Cleaning crew or something.
Yep. The tram tower, the missile tower, the entrance tower to the tram, the 2 gatehouse towers, and then this tower all had regular activity.
This tower was basically...
Why don't you go ahead and mark those on the map?
These 2 towers and this tower, you didn't really, other than the patrol walking through them, were fairly dead. And there's a pair of guards that walk the grounds roughly once an hour. Some deviation, but not much.
Now, do
Do
they
they-
follow a
is it the-
normal path, or do they go behind like the keep? Do they go into this area?
The
or
courtyard
behind the keep?
guards,
Yeah.
you couldn't tell.
Okay.
With 6 hours, you couldn't spend that much time just watching them.
Do they also do an exterior perimeter or just interior?
Outside the walls, you mean?
Yes.
No.
I would say that Almari, as you're watching all this stuff, maybe use the marker on the map to like make little marks on where you're seeing guards.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
can draw my map up. Someone wrote Old Church on the converted church, Ricotta Church.
Yeah, that was me.
I think
Oh, I thought you
Jeremy
did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Now he's a new color. So sneaky.
Oh,
So I think we should go in here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It looks like a bud.
It looks like something.
Stop thinking
Settle
about
down,
it, Hans.
Han. Settle down. Now it's a blueberry donut.
We're not at the park.
Okay.
Metal batteries work for
All right. So, what is there a way to change the thickness? No, I think we should come up through here, go to here, and I think is there any windows on the keep like Atari had mentioned?
We're gonna find that out when we get there. I mean, if you're looking specifically, yeah. I mean, you'll be able to mark windows and whatnot, I presume.
How does quantum state make solid state lithium metal batteries working?
What is that?
What the hell?
What is that, Keith?
That went through.
Yeah.
My computer freaked out.
Yeah, it did.
It was like like a little ad going into our brains, and like in that one movie. It's funny.
Atari's like, damn it, my arm.
Yeah.
Well, my USB drive went all crazy, and my computer's kind of frozen up.
Oh no.
And a video I had in the background started playing. That's weird.
That could have been risky. It sounded like it was saying something about your SSD.
No, it's a drive one of my clients sent me.
Okay.
Everything, but that's very weird that it went through the mic.
Yeah, it just sounded like it was coming through your speakers, and the mic picked it up.
Almari, do you think we can levitate everyone here? That's our big question mark in our plan.
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that.
And then have them we should probably have them attached to the wall in case.
How about you guys test that tonight? See if you can just lift us.
Sure.
I suspect some of us are a little bit heavier than the average person.
And I mean, if we have time to prepare, I mean, then we can. It might cost us more drain, but we can make sure it happens. It's you have to beat a threshold equal to the subject's mass divided by 200 kilograms.
Yeah, so that would be info that we need from our tech guru.
What do you mean?
I don't know what
200
Shady's math
kilograms.
is.
Oh,
200 kilograms is 440 pounds, roughly.
Yeah, I only weigh like 100 pounds, 120 or something.
Yeah,
like
so your
that.
threshold would be 1.
One success.
Now, Dr. Giggles might be a little more meaty.
fully geared, yeah, you're probably looking at, still 440. So you're looking at still, one.
Lace bones.
But if you're going to do everyone together, you figure 200 a person, once you add everyone up.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
So
figuring.
like 4 or 5 would be the threshold. I'll give it to you at 4.
Well, do we need to cast multiple levitates? Because it says it allows you to lift a person or object and move it around. So do we have to cast a spell on each person?
No, I'd let you do it as a group. I mean, you'd have to kind of huddle together. You couldn't be all like floating a meter
So
apart.
did
You'd
you
have to be
wanna,
kind of
like-
close to each other, grab it onto each other.
We'd have to blend together like in society.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And then let's see, let's do that. And then Almari, you have like the backup.
And then you can
Levitate.
move your force in meters per combat turn. So that's where your force would come in. That's how quickly you
6
can
meters
move.
every 3 seconds.
So do you want me to
Every
just
3 seconds.
like hold line in emergency in case like you're?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like, is it better to like split it up and then have like ropes attached to people? Like, so that the ones you're levitating, I have, we're each levitating people that are roped together just in case one fails.
I think one of us should be levitating everybody, and then if either one of us get dispelled, then the other one can pop on.
That sounds like a good idea. And I also suggest we kind of attach ropes along the way or something. Because it's like 300 meters, right?
So yeah, we'll say 200
Per leg.
meters, 3 sections of 200 meters, so that's 600 meters. That's a fairly good, vertical cliff. So that would be at 6 meters. If it's a 4/6 spell, that'd be 33 combat rounds, or 33 combat turns to go. So 11 per section. So just keep that in mind.
Right. So the test would be for you to lift us about an inch or so off the ground here in the room and hold us for the equivalent of a 200-meter rise.
Well, sustaining's not that hard as
Sustaining's
long
not-
as nothing interrupts them. But I mean, once they have it going, it's no problem to sustain it.
All right. Well, Shady knows her magic, so that's why she's asking.
And I
She
don't
doesn't
think
know.
it's
She
going
doesn't
to
know
take that
magic.
long.
Are you role playing it? GM Odd Voice will shut up now.
We don't,
a little bit.
Yeah, we don't really have to test. I feel confident we'll be able to lift.
I just don't want to fall 200 to 600 meters.
That's why we could, put crampons every, couple hundred feet.
Sure. Sounds good.
Parachute.
Crampons every couple of 100 feet. Do you know what crampons are?
I have no idea.
Those go on your feet.
Those are the spikes
They're
you
like
put on your
spiked
boots
shoes.
for ice climbing. Are you
Oh,
thinking
okay.
batons?
Whatever the thing that you knock in the wall that
Pit-
you attach
Yeah.
the rope.
I'll-
Or
I'm
a
gonna put-
parachute. Do we have a parachute, Paul?
No.
No, but it'll be helpful in case we've.
Why are you asking on?
Oh, he always has the combat attack gear. But anyway, yeah, let's I'll get dressed up and then I'm ready to rock this thing.
Yep. So we levitate, we crouton the wall, and then we keep going.
Sounds like a plan. That will get us killed, but let's do it.
But it'll be delicious.
So are you gonna levitate and then I'll
Yeah,
do
you-
backup?
Yeah, you do backup. I'll levitate the initial amount.
What,
And
what
then
does the drawing look like?
you
Spread
scan
leg?
ahead, basically, just in case there's anyone actively. There's like a bubble of someone dispels us or something.
Okay, so, and you guys are going to wait till tomorrow night to do this, right?
Right.
So that when you're done, you're just going to go hide at the train station and then book it out of there,
Yep.
basically.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Okay, so the next 24 hours, anyone going to do anything?
I'm gonna buy some books on the barony next door, and just leave like evidence around in our room about the barony.
So I'm gonna get a good night's rest, and the next day, I'd like to maybe visit some of these places in town, maybe ask some questions about this this place.
Shady is going to be reading up on basics of rock climbing. You know, how you know where to hammer spikes, etc., etc. The safety measures. She's gonna read a lot of this shit.
You watch some YouTube videos on your comlink. Keith, Longstreet, do you have any? Oh fuck! Do you have any acting skills, con, impersonation, performance? I just knocked my computer over again. Why do I do that whenever we're live? What the fuck? Okay, sorry about that.
Is your computer like balanced on the edge of something?
No, I knock it over with my feet. It's on the ground on a little. Anyways. Atari, you're gonna go around town and ask around stuff.
Yeah, you mentioned there was a church in town. I thought, they're pretty honest people. Go ask them about.
Okay, you're gonna go down to the church, St. Gretchen's.
Yeah.
Gothic church.
And everybody gets an edge back, right, for a good night's rest?
Then, yep, next day everyone gets one edge.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the bar and just kind of eavesdrop.
Okay. There are a couple people, villagers, praying there in the pews at the church. It's just very basic inside, Catholic church. And the pastor in charge, his name is Father Braun, Braun.
Okay.
And he's up, by the front.
Yeah, I go introduce myself to Father Braun.
It's good to meet you, my traveler. What brings you here to Munchausen?
Oh, I imagine just like everybody else, the big castle. Pretty amazing. Very impressive.
Yeah, impressive and oppressive, depending on how you look at it.
Ooh.
And never get out of its sight.
Oppressive. What do you mean by that?
Oh, just a terminology.
So the Baron.
Nothing meant.
The Baron here. I mean, how does he treat everybody?
Well, we're treated fair enough as long as we toe the line. No, he doesn't intrude too much. He always, can look over everything up on his castle, make sure all his subjects are towing the line and not causing any trouble.
Yeah, but how do you really feel about that?
Roll perception.
Okay.
And do you have any etiquette or anything?
I have etiquette and I have perception.
I think he's definitely holding back. He's afraid to say anything bad.
Yep, he's a little, shifty-eyed.
I said, is there... I know I shouldn't say this to a priest, but is there someplace private we could talk?
Yeah, come over to one of the confessionals. We can speak in there. And he motions you over to the side of the church where there's a private room, if you will. A little confessional room.
Oh, bad memories.
And he takes
Being a
you over
little
there.
boy. Headed.
My child. Gives you the cross motion.
I'm
no.
No.
Atari, this is not a good situation. Abort.
He says, yeah, Baron watches over everything. Very secured.
Yeah, but do you think...
A bit oppressive, not much privacy, that's for sure. You don't want to complain about him. Might disappear.
Oh, what do you mean, disappear?
Oh, you'll be arrested. Deported off somewhere.
Do you know where?
There's always private armies hiring that you can be sold off to. So I've heard. Some of the rules are a bit drastic in the coming and going. But, for the sake of freedoms, it can be a bit oppressive. And some of us have voiced our concerns, but I've lost a few friends, so I know to keep my mouth shut and just kind of help others who run astray escape his wrath.
So my understanding is there's a war going on.
Oh, the German states are always in anarchy. Yeah, they're always in anarchy from just mismanagement on all levels. There's been a lot of environmental catastrophes. The corporations have misused the people. Sater Krupp is based here.
So
they're the largest. So yeah, there's a lot of anarchy. There's a lot of everything's kind of just a simmering pot of violence. That's normal. Welcome to Germany.
So, along those lines, I agree. Not everyone is, as supportive of this Baron. And
yeah, I would say we're not friends. We've argued in the past, but like I said, I know when not to push too far, and because I am a man of faith, he does let me get away with a little bit more than maybe he would not with others. But my friend, you never did answer my question. What brings you here?
Oh, let's just say I gosh, I don't know how much to give how much info to give. Probably none. Let's just say I represent some people that have an interest in this area, and we've heard of this.
Well, what does that mean? That's fairly vague. Interest in the area. What kind of interest?
Well, we'll get to that. But I'm hoping that perhaps you could give me some information, maybe point me in the right direction of some people to talk to that maybe share your views on the Baron.
Well, you're talking to him, my friend.
So it can't be just you, though.
There are silent partners, but like I said, they don't have quite the same protection I do. So they are very careful lest they be taken away, as some of our friends have.
What can you tell me about the stuff that he has?
There's not much we can do other than just bide time and wait for the Baron to pass, I suppose, at this point. He is of such poor health.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes, he's up there in age for a troll. Very bad arthritis. He doesn't party like he used to, as the joke goes, for those who know.
Well,
he used to be very active in the social circles, and now he hardly ever comes out of the castle or has anyone come visit.
I mean, sometimes accidents can happen, especially when you're old like that and got some arthritis and you live on such a high tower. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Perhaps there are some people that these silent partners of yours might have some vested interest in that happening sooner rather than later.
He clears his throat. Kind of adjusts himself in his seat there. Says, my friend, if you're suggesting bringing harm to the Groff, to the Baron, then know that we can't do anything to help you. We have neither the materials or resources. We can provide safety if needed, but that's as far as we could go. We have to live here.
Of course.
I know you are just a visitor, and you are being very vague, but from the questions you're asking, I do not believe that you are a plant of the Baron's. I trust you, or I would not be so forthcoming. But no, we do not have the resources or organization. He has done a very well job of tamping all that out through the years, so there's very few of us left with very little resources. So we could not do anything but try and help and protect or hide someone. But as far as bringing harm to the Baron himself, you would be on your own.
Of course.
We have no contacts inside.
Of course, yes. No, we are on the same page, Father. And it is good to know that we have friends like yourself in this community?
Not many, so mind your tongue.
Perhaps you could
There
point
are
me in the right
agents
direction.
everywhere. And cameras.
Can you tell me about the cameras in the castle?
They're mounted everywhere on the walls. In the castle itself, from what I've seen, but it's not like I've been everywhere inside.
Are there any areas in the castle that maybe have stronger security over some of the others?
Not really, to my knowledge. You know, I don't have access to such things. I do know that there are guards stationed in the castle throughout.
Have you been to the keep?
Yes, I have.
On all the floors?
Yes, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not lying. I think he has. Yes, I have. I have visited the Ricotta Chapel on the 4th floor. The Baron's quarters are on the 3rd floor. And then, of course, on the 2nd floor are some...
The Baron's quarters are on the 3rd floor of the keep?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And any habits? Any nightly habits that he may have that maybe I should be aware of?
I do not know much. We don't have any contacts in the castle itself. Does go down to the pool in the basement and spends a lot of time down in the gym and the...
Wait, sorry, who was that? An elf?
What?
What did you say goes down to the basement?
The Baron.
Okay.
Groff. Goes down in the basement to the pool and spends a lot of time down in the gym and by the pool, whatnot, soaking.
Does he do that at
Because of his
night or
elements.
more of a morning kind of guy?
During the night, usually late at night. During the day, he spends most of the time, you know, going about his business in his quarters.
Oh, certainly, yeah, of course. The are you aware of any I don't know, hidden?
He does tell you, because you did ask about the guards.
Yep.
So he will tell you, because you had a really good roll. That's why he's kind of spilling beans to you here.
Yeah.
The guards, their quarters are in this tower.
So are they with him all the time, or?
And then in these towers are where most of the guards are barracked. No, there's always some in the keep, yeah.
Okay.
There's like little security stations within the keep. How many and where at exactly, I don't know. I mean, like I said, those weren't things I'm really part to. But you could probably find anywhere from half to a dozen of guards throughout the entire keep itself at any one time.
So the guards. That's not very big. Let me zoom in here. So guards there and guards. Come on, click on that. Let's try that again. Text. Make that a little bit bigger. 40. So the barracks are those two towers?
There are guards barracked in this tower, and then in both of the entrance towers there are guard barracks. So that's where the majority of the guards.
What can you tell me
like
about the
off-duty and
missile
on,
tower?
would be.
Yeah, what about the missile tower? Like, what's going on over there? Does that get manned all the time, or just as?
I couldn't tell you. There's always people there. Yeah, on the manning the weapons system, absolutely. But as far as beyond that, I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. Do the windows in the keep have some pretty nice views on the 3rd floor?
Not particularly. I mean, the buildings end pretty much where the wall is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the tops of the buildings. So not much of a view. It's not what it was built for. View would be up in the towers, along the wall, not in the keep itself.
Yeah. Okay. But he does have a.
But there are windows in the keep.
Good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else you can think could be of use to me before I go?
That would help us steal and kill.
No. I want information.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
Okay.
Not really. He keeps to himself. Like I said, he used to throw he had a big ballroom, it'd be all decorated up, and he'd have all sorts of guests and dignitaries and officials and superstars. Now he's just an old man huddled in his books, locked away in his tower.
I think Dr. Giggles is just about done loading all of his weapons.
Right?
Is that what all that noise was?
Done cleaning, tearing them apart, cleaning them. So yeah, I wish you luck. Don't tell me anything about your plans.
Yeah, of course.
If you need somewhere to hide, I can do my best, but don't come if they're, right behind you.
Yeah, of course.
I think there's some S&M stuff going on.
Is there a way I can get in touch with you?
I trust you. I don't know why. I don't know why, but God is telling me to trust you.
Is there a way I can get in touch with you?
He gives you his comm number. Yeah,
Excellent.
His personal.
All right.
Yeah,
so I'm going to add. Can I add him as a contact?
Sure, Father Braun.
Yes.
75309.
Father Braun.
In Germany, or Bavaria, German.
Wow, what's going on?
If you want to be specific.
While Shady's running searches, videos, and articles on Rockland.
Yep.
She's going to go out in town, do some window shopping. She's going to buy a couple items if she can of moderate weight, like a nice sturdy stein, be a small brass deer stew. It's about, foot by foot or so. And then a bunch of other like sorted innocuous knickknacks and things like that. And she's going to just about every pamphlet that she can find on tourism and other shit like that.
Okay. Oh yeah, lots of tourist shit, lots of little chips, bro chips. Yeah, drop 50 new yen and you can get a bunch of, knickknacks, items.
Okay.
Did we ever investigate
any basic dry good items you want?
Mm-hmm.
Within reason, obviously. What's that,
right.
Steve?
Did we ever investigate the people that attacked us on the flight?
No, no one did. Is that all you're doing, Laird? Is there anything else?
She's going to go over her gear and any metal objects that could potentially be shiny. She's going to take that black nail polish that she got and go over it to,
Okay.
Shine and stuff like that.
Okay. So you read and paint. All right, Steve. Anything else?
What was that?
Oh, I was reading what was going on in our private chat. Something.
I'm going to
Okay.
see if there was any information on the attack on the suborbital flight or anything like that, and I'm going to try to see if there's any information I can glean from that attack.
Okay. So you're going to do essentially a matrix search. So I want you to roll your comlink rating.
Okay.
Do you have any computer skills? Just to make
Nope.
sure.
I'm not good with computers, man.
Right. So roll your comlink rating of dice equal to dice.
Okay.
Gremlins.
Oh, minus my gremlins? No, that affects my successes for
Did
Yep.
you just gremlin?
well, gremlins 2 less ones needed to glitch. So, yeah, that would be bad.
Somehow you managed to reformat your comm link instead of searching it. So it is going to be unusable for you for the next 6 hours until it finishes rebooting and re-downloading and pulling all
What
your
have you
info back
done?
up.
It's a good thing you got a
Hey,
micro transceiver.
Can you fix this thing?
No.
This thing,
God.
this thing just broke, man. I don't get it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're reformatting it. You're starting over from scratch. You're gonna lose your contacts, man. Oh, good god.
Atari, you're at the church.
Oh yeah, I'm not there.
All right, and Giggles, I guess that brings us, besides, cleaning all the guns for everyone and putting them back together. Is there anything else you're doing?
Not touching Shady's guns.
She's back home. She'll never know. Anyways, Moesha's his gun, just so the viewers know. Anyways. You don't know Bavarian or German or anything, do you?
Oh, yeah, I guess there's... I know Russian.
Yeah, you don't really pick up much, Language barrier, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
What little they talk to you is very basic.
Then I'll just enjoy a beer.
Excellent. You enjoy some great craft beer, some of which you sampled. So you already know what you like. Yep.
And some Oompa music.
Yep. Oh yeah, little local bands playing there. Someone guitars strumming away on something. It's a nice, pleasant atmosphere for sure. They're used to tourists. They mingle just fine. Okay. It is off season.
Oh, okay.
No, you're the only one there. Yep. You've seen a couple people that are there, cross country skiing and hiking and climbing types like yourselves, kind of somewhat posing as. But yeah, and visiting
What about
dignitaries from other baronies.
The dog tenders?
They got off in Munich. They only went so far as Munich. Or no, I'm sorry. No, they're there. That's right, they're there. No, you haven't seen.
Haven't seen them?
No, you haven't seen them.
Interesting.
No, you haven't seen them.
I forgot what they said they were doing.
Selling their dogs.
Oh.
To Germans. They like big dogs. Man-eaters.
So, Hans, are you like ripping tape? It's really loud, man.
You can hear like everything.
Oh, a ceiling sandwich.
Everything except half of what you say.
All right, cool.
Okay, so that's how you guys spend the evening. It sounds like everyone said everything they're going to. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to get some info. I share what I learned when I get back to the hotel.
So I'm going to go on a quick bio because I need to. So I'm going to take a break. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm just castle screen up so that you guys can talk.
All right, I'm going to take a quick bio break too.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
I am back from my quick bio. My, it is quiet. Sorry about that, viewers.
I'm sick of talking about this. Let's go.
Right. But legwork is very important in Shadowrun.
That's true.
Because
Except
one
for
slip up.
I'm back.
Hello, back.
I have a feeling we can prepare all we want for this one. We're going to be hosed. We're going into a little castle.
It's going to be a hard nut. I mean, that's for sure. Anyways, it'll be a hard nut. You're going to have a bit of lady luck on your side.
Well, Mississippi and Almari can just jump off the ledge and levitate ourselves down.
Were you guys thinking of, once you get us up to this tower, levitating us over here?
I don't know. Or it depends on how the guards are situated in the missile tower, I think. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if that doesn't happen, we're gonna have to follow this green path, which means confronting whoever's up here.
I think we also need to investigate who attacked us.
Okay, who's drawing in red, trying to make it look like me?
I was just doing that to show difference, but I'm also doing it to make the map more chaotic.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's the Warner Brothers in me.
I thought our plan is to go to this tower, and then from this tower straight across to the wall here, and then from this wall to a window here.
Yeah, and the only way we can do that is with levitate, at least until
The curtain wall here.
sequence. At least until there, which a grapple might be used, but levitate would be superior if it's possible. Otherwise, we obviously have to keep our feet in the ground and go through the missile tower.
We'll have to.
Remember
If
that
you
outer
guys
wall
have-
is only. Remember the outer wall is only 7 meters high, and that main wall is 20 meters high. So when that lower, and the smaller towers, those are 5 stories tall, whereas the larger towers, the larger diameter towers, are 9 stories tall, or 8 stories tall. I'm sorry.
Oh, so they can totally see down into that tower, or the top of that
So
tower.
this tower is 5 stories tall. This wall is roughly 4 stories tall. All the buildings are 4 stories tall. These are 8 stories tall. This wall is 7 meters, so about 2 stories. And this wall is 20 meters, so about 4 stories. Okay. Just put kind of everything in dimension.
Yep, gotcha. If you guys are good
So,
with
the
magic,
next
I
evening.
trust you and we'll go.
I can try to.
They seem confident.
I can try to create an illusion right here.
Dolphins. That'll get everyone running. Why is there dolphins leaping over the wall?
An empty roof?
And potted plants falling out of the sky.
The illusion of an empty roof?
Yeah. Or to mask our movement when we crawl across it, or whatever. And then once we're inside the keep, all, you know. Actually, I could probably wrap it around.
We'll let you
Is
deal with
everyone
that.
back? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is everyone
Tom?
back?
I think so.
Okay. So you guys wait till the next evening. Atari comes back from the church, tells you guys everything. You formulate your plan. And so it's when are you guys going to do this? I would say it gets dark around 7 p.m. here in the mountains.
Is there a shift change around then?
About 6 o'clock is when everyone seems
to be leaving.
Yeah, like all the bureaucrats and whatnot.
Right.
You know,
Ideally,
guards, but not many guards. Pretty much live in towers, as the father had pointed out.
Ideally, I think we want to be cresting the cliff at a shift change, maybe.
So it's about 6 is the final time that there's a big herd of people.
Oh, I'm talking like a guard shift change.
No, that would probably be halfway through the shift.
Within the castle, about once an hour, is when they walk around.
Yeah, so about halfway through them being in this area, we'll probably want to be cresting that mountain, that cliff.
Yeah, I would say you have about a 40-minute window.
Hey, Atari, did you ever check out to see who attacked us on that suborbital?
As you're climbing the cliff, he asks you.
Nope, can't say I looked at that.
Are you going to? Do you want him to? Are you going to?
Well, I mean, before we head out and start climbing the cliff, I mean.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just teasing you.
So, sure. What do you want me to do? I mean, what do you want me to Google? Weird dudes attacking Pan Am flight to.
I don't know. Did they have video of the attack?
Well, I have her deck, right? Which, given some time, I could hack into this thing, take over the deck, look at the files, see what was going on. But
right.
So
even the news service or anything like that. I mean, I tried to look up the news and my comm link broke. I don't know. I think it got a virus or something.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Yep. Yeah, let me look at that. Yep, that's totally a virus. Yep.
You can see it's rebooting itself.
Yep.
Still.
Yeah, reformatting and then rebooting itself. You can do a matrix search and Atari.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Go ahead and roll simple computer plus intuition, Kappa data processing.
Because I think maybe on our escape, maybe we don't take the paid flight back. Maybe we get our own flight, or we wait, or something like that. Because
you do hear about a suborbital that was due into Berlin that in mid-flight seemed to have been not quite hijacked by some terrorist group, but attacked. At first they thought it was a hijacking, but that seemed to have been a cover. They weren't really sure what they were doing there, from what you can make out from the news activity. They were... Hold on a sec, I gotta find it, because it's back here a little ways.
I mean, it wasn't that chick, was it?
They're part of a group, a pro-imperial German poly club called the Eagles Union of Destiny.
All right, let me write that down.
Is the group they were part of.
Eagle Union of
a pro-imperial German poly club called the Eagles Union of Destiny.
And they're the ones that hit the suborbital, or are those the ones
pro-German?
The Union. Sorry, say it again. The Union.
The Eagles Union of Destiny.
Eagles.
Eagles apostrophe S.
Okay.
And that wasn't the same group that hit the train. That was separate.
No, no. I assumed the suborbital. I thought you were talking to the suborbital.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about is the suborbital.
No, the people who hit the train. Yeah, I don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
That's not what you were looking up. You'd have to do a separate roll for that one.
Okay. What can I find out about the Eagles Union of Destiny?
Go ahead and roll matrix search. Simple computer plus intuition, cap data processing.
Okay.
What's your data processing? Is it over?
It is. Where is my? It's 9.
Oh my gosh. Sorry I asked.
It's not in
Yep,
attack
they're
mode
pro-
right now, so it's in data processing mode.
Yep, they're a pro-German anarchist group. They don't like insider or outsider influence. They will often attack foreigners who they believe are meddling to take away German power. They have been known to operate outside of Germany. They are well funded through unknown sources, fairly well organized.
Okay, so I share all of this. So what's interesting about this is you've got this pro-imperial German, club, and they attacked us, but they thought we were somebody else.
Did we find that out for sure?
I thought we found that out shortly after it happened. That they thought we were somebody else. Maybe just being foreigners.
They had yelled out something about French, thinking you guys were French, or you French bastards, or die you Frenchies.
Yeah.
Remember something like that to you as they were sniping at you.
What about me looks French?
Everything.
It's a melting pot.
The professor's like, let's get going to this wall here.
Well, I'm just thinking, it sounds like these guys kind of support the barons of the world. They want to make sure that the German power stays in power. So,
Except they're anarchists.
Right,
One of many groups.
their tactics, right, are clearly anarchist. So I don't know. Do you think these guys might come after us while we're in this castle?
No, we need to go.
No,
He
there
asked
aren't.
while climbing the cliff.
Yeah, we have to
What do you
go.
guys think? You think they can fight us up here? I was just thinking as I'm climbing.
A big LTF plane flies up behind us,
Do you think
facing
that's
the
them?
cliff.
You think that drone's them?
Drop into the net. I'll catch you.
Everybody's like, net? Here I go! Oh, God. Hilarious. All right. Yeah, no, just, well, there you go. It's an anarchist pro-German power group that attacked us. They thought we were French.
All right.
Yeah,
Nope,
I don't
no
think
problem.
we're at risk of dealing with them again.
So, yeah, let's hit the castle.
All right. So that evening, at whatever pre-designated time you guys wish, you
7 o'clock.
sneak out of town with, I guess, backpacks full of gear.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, everyone has marked what they're carrying and who has what. Who has the grapple gun? I'm guessing Atari.
Yeah, I got a grapple
Who
gun.
has the explosives? I'm guessing Giggles.
Yeah, I mean, I got
Who is carrying the
grenade.
valise?
Sorry, say that again.
Who's carrying the valise? The satchel?
The
cryogenic
valise.
case?
I do not have it on my character sheet. So someone...
The
You
Professor
guys
has
are
a
going
hospital.
inside. I'm not. So, one of you guys need it.
I can carry it.
I mean, if Atari goes in there, you know we're in trouble.
So the maglock key.
There were 2 of them.
Yep.
Yep. Do you
Hans
guys have the
has-
gear written down? You don't need me for
Giggles
that.
has one, and
I have one
Shady
that
has
I
one.
would obviously pass off.
Yeah, because I didn't take either.
Oh, then I guess it was Atari and Shady that had him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not going in
I'll
this
take a
time.
mask. So there, just going over, there were 5 Ares Predators, a shock taser, 5 knives, 5 micro transceivers, 2 maglock,
Uh-huh.
5 masks, 5 armor jackets, 5 snowsuits, climbing boots, backpacks, survival gear, low light goggles, med kits, a grapple gun, and a zoom line. I think.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I've got everything that I took recorded on my character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I have everything under Germany shit
Germany
on my
shit.
character
Okay.
sheet, except for the gun and ammo. Gun and
Yeah,
ammo.
hopefully you guys inputted at least the guns so
Yep.
that you are
Yeah.
rolling the right
Yep.
things. Okay. Linked all
Yeah,
that.
I got it. Snowshoe,
And
backpack, armor jacket.
and those survival kits have a knife, lighter, matches, compass, lightweight thermal blanket, 7 days
Yep.
worth of ration.
Who's taking the
First
maglock
location
passkey?
in it.
And you guys fixed your armor ratings with the armor jacket.
Yeah.
You know, there's no
Mm-hmm.
battle suit for Hans. Shit like that.
Right.
I think that cryo bag. What is it called?
Snowsuit?
The valise, VALISE. Saying it right? I'm not sure. Essentially, it's a small briefcase, metal briefcase. It's cryogenic. It gives us a little spurt of cold steam, and it's got a little temperature reading that's sub-zero, basically.
I guess I'll take the other mag key if
So it looks
Atari isn't
medical.
going in.
All yours.
Looks biomedical.
Rating is 4.
Okay.
That's all you know. That's all you guys haven't. You guys don't fuck with your shit. Never have. For all you know, it's a hydrogen bomb. You guys are tossing it around, kicking it in the corner of the room. All right, so you reach the base of the cliff.
Yep.
And so it's 3 sections of 200 meters to get to the top.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll start the casting here.
Go ahead and cast your levitate.
Nice.
So 4 successes.
I have the flechette clip in right now for unarmored in case there's like hostile.
Okay, that's fine. No drain. You casted at force 6.
That is correct.
Okay, and your threshold, as you will remember, we agreed would be 4 to lift everyone, and their gear would roughly be that. Some of you aren't that heavy. Can sum them up really. At least try to. Is it 3 or 2 seconds?
3 for a combat round.
Yeah, so it's 20 rounds per minute, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be 20 rounds. Okay, I'm doing my math right. Just doubting myself. Whoops. Okay. So you cast it, Longstreet. You're able to lift everyone, no problem.
Cool.
And it takes you 11 rounds to cover the 200 meters at a force 6. So it takes you roughly half a minute.
I got levitation.
Wow, that is crazy. I want everyone to roll body other than Longstreet, who's casting the spell. Everyone else who's being lifted 200 meters up into the sky onto this little crevice.
Yeah.
Kind of feels, very strange and discomforting.
Unnatural.
Yep.
Body.
Kind of like when you were weightless,
Yeah. So roll body.
which is essentially what you're doing. Is that everyone? Nope. You are missing Giggles.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it. Nothing's happening.
You have to set your.
Oh no, there it is. There's
probably
my
a
input
menu
value.
behind it. Yeah.
No, I got it.
Yeah, and just click none for the link. Just rolling straight body. My God, Almar, you're so weak. All right. Every Almar, you're a little sick. You're gonna get a minus.
A minus what?
A -1 to Almari.
Oh, to Almari.
Okay.
Seasick. Yep. So you guys reached the first ledge, no problem. You're gonna go ahead and recast it again, Longstreet, rinse, repeat.
Oh, I can't keep sustaining it.
Yeah, if it's already cast, I mean.
Oh, fine. God, you're no fun.
Uh,
I was just wondering, like, why would I just stop?
So basically, in a minute and a half, you to the very top. That is so. You're such a cheater.
The rules is written. I can't change
I
the rules.
know. Wow, that was easy. Yawn. Man,
Hey, we took.
I should have made the target number bigger, I guess, but I was being realistic. But okay.
I mean, a 4-4 is like that's some serious mojo.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you
Good.
that.
Good
Okay.
on you.
Good on you. All right, so you guys get up to the top of the cliff. You are all hanging out right here, essentially.
Hey, Atari,
right up to the wall to limit being seen as best as possible.
Well, there might be cameras on the ledge. I mean, we need Artari to check it out, right?
If we're at the top of the ledge, the cameras have already seen us. So, I mean, that would either need to be done beforehand, which means he goes limp, or what?
So I'm putting one of your character icons to represent where you are currently at. So that is where you are currently at.
I'm gonna switch out the flechette for standard clip.
Okay. Change clips. That's gross, Gust. That's really gross. I don't need that page, thank God. All right. Do need that. What do? You have a 7-meter wall ahead of you, 5-story tower to the right of you, and a 8-story tower to the left of you that you know on the other side of the ramparts on top is a giant missile launcher.
Can I just find some place with some cover and lean up against the wall and just pull out the cyber deck and get to work?
There's a few small bushes kind of nestled up against the wall. The grounds certainly aren't kept up that well.
Okay.
There are snow drifts. It's very cold up here, by the way.
I got my
There's no
survival
hero.
suit on or whatever that
Oh,
was.
we have the snowsuits.
Right, you have snowsuits, survival kits. Yep. So you can like prop yourself up against the wall, kind of
Okay.
snuggle in with some branches and stuff. You wouldn't be well hidden, but you'd be like right directly. I mean,
Cover myself with some snow, I guess.
yeah.
They'd have to look pretty much straight down.
Yeah, they'd have to look straight down and really be trying to look for you. You're in the dark. You're not giving off much of a signature. So
Okay.
that's fine. I'll give that to you if you want.
Okay, I'm going to do that and then go into the Matrix.
Are we leaving him here, or he's gonna?
I'm
Or is
Well,
he gonna
we
give
need
us
to
the
wait.
signal?
going to stay here and I'm going to look for cameras.
There are cameras mounted every 20.
All right.
So just in this section, there are 2 cameras and floodlights.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and deactivate those. Reboot them, basically.
You can't make them play like
A loop.
footage from earlier or anything, or later, or from yesterday, or.
I think it's quicker just to reboot them and then you guys run.
All right.
Let's see here.
I think he'd need full control of it to do that. Right? Is that correct?
So you're gonna hack on the fly and look at it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, definitely want to hack on the fly. That's my jam.
That is your jam, my friend. All right, go ahead and.
Okay.
Wow.
You now have a mark on this camera. In addition to marking it, you can see that it's part of a very large network, very large host, many other cameras,
Okay.
very active host data. Go ahead, you want to mark it a second time?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Oh shit! Let's push.
Ooh, we are pushing.
God damn. These cameras are tough.
I rolled really good.
You did.
They will be alerted to someone hacking their camera right at this point.
It's so early. And it's so early. If I use Edge, I don't have a whole lot to work with.
Or
Um,
we
Or
can
we'll get found out.
we found it.
Alright, fine. I'll use Edge. Okay. Let's roll hacking again. And let's see. I'm going to roll
Roll it with a -5,
-5 plus 2 -3.
in addition to whatever else.
Oops.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
-5, not -3. Or no, because you have a
I got a
+2,
+2.
huh? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, right. Oh wow, yeah. You slam a second mark on, no problem. Go ahead and do one more.
Okay. Oh shit! God damn! I just got 10 successes, and this time 2. What the fuck? See, I'm using up all my edge, you guys. This is gonna leave me with 1 left for the whole mission. Okay, I'm gonna use my edge, and so that will be -2 plus 2, so same. It's just a straight roll. Is that right? -2 plus 2.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. You easily get your 3rd mark.
Well, not easily.
I know. I'm out of edge. I have 1 left. That's the edge that's going to save my life at the end when all shit hits the fan.
You take over the cameras along this wall, and it throws you into the host,
Okay.
where you come out into this giant tower, almost steampunkish, as you can see from the screen. Just lots of metal, very bare bone, lots of pipes, just all these metal steam pipes carrying data, just pumping everywhere, vibrating and moving, all in action. This is a very many-storied tower. It's got 10 stories to it.
Okay.
You are currently... I gotta catch up to you. You are currently on the 8th floor. You just hopped in through a window.
Okay.
Let's see, 8. And you are in this hexagonal room that has all these pipes running all through it. In this room is a small scrying. And then the window that you popped out of. The scrying pool seems to show security cameras inside the interior of the castle, whereas the window is showing you views on the outside of the castle.
Okay.
Okay. Also in here is a door with this glowing magical lock that you can see is the maglock operation for the doors and the elevator. So this is the controls for the maglocked doors and the elevator.
All right.
On this level, level 8.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, let's take a look at the cameras outside, make sure they're all set to climb up over those walls, and then I'm going to look at the cameras along the walls so that when they climb over, to make sure that there's nothing looking at them.
Okay, so you are going to blind the cameras while they're climbing through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheat sheet over here for a second.
Yep, why am I looking there? I'm looking at the wrong place. So you need to manipulate the cameras really quick, so we're going to do a reboot. We'll say.
All right, someone eating a carrot. What is that?
Or chips.
Sounds like a carrot to me.
I think it's Hans again.
Right in my ear.
Actually, it would be a control device is actually what it would be.
Okay, so control device.
So you're going to do an electronic warfare plus intuition cap of sleaze.
Electronic warfare, intuition. I wonder if there's a better way for me to do this. Electronic warfare, intuition. Actually, it's actually not too bad.
You need one success.
Okay, yeah.
To loop the cameras while they climb up off the cliff.
All right, electronic warfare. Oops, hiding behind. I got too many windows open.
Electronic warfare plus intuition, which it should be linked to.
Is this a logic test? Can I use my +2? For...
Cap of sleaze. No, it's sleaze.
Okay.
Intuition.
Intuition. There we go. 2.
Okay, that's plenty. You loop the cameras.
I communicate to them. Cameras are taken down. Actually, I should use code words. The cameras have taken flight. All set to go. Buckle up your seatbelts and have a good flight.
Good flight.
Roger that. Maybe you could take a look at a certain turret as a distraction.
Are we hitting this one or is this missile tower first?
So the group can run up under the wall. This all took place in about 1 minute. So these cameras on the outside are now in sector, we will say, are under Atari's control and are looped to where you cannot be seen.
Can you short out that missile launcher to malfunction? So that...
Right now, I don't see it. I see the cameras and I see the docks to the doors. Are you concerned that the missile launcher is going to fire at you? Because I think they're going to fire the missiles at airplanes.
No, I just don't want them like looking around while we hop the wall.
The missile launcher would be a good distraction for later if we need it.
I have no
so should
edge.
we...
Almari, just to give you an idea of perspective, You're down on the bottom. They're 8 stories above you on the other side of ramparts. You can't actually physically see any people or any part of any missile apparatus. It's down in the tower behind the ramparts that you're directly under 8 stories down. So right where you're at, you can't see anything up there. You can see a couple window slits, going up the tower on the various floors, but you can't see any living motion or anything. Does that help paint the picture?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just don't want the guards to see us like hop over the wall.
Yeah, messing with the turret wouldn't necessarily take care of those guards unless they had some stuff that Atari could mess with.
From where you're at, those aren't the people you should be worried about. The most you have to worry about them is taking a leak over the side of the tower. What you need to worry about is more the walls themselves, anyone walking the ramparts, as well as the smaller towers that's to the south of you.
I'll pop Astral really quick and make sure that I can see if the walking wall patrol is anywhere near.
If our timing is right, they should be on the other side of the walls right now.
You do not see anyone on the walls, and you're within 100 meters.
All right, so let's go.
You want to levitate up?
Yep.
Okay, I will hit him.
Roll it. I'm still going to say a 4, even without Atari.
Okay.
Just because everyone has so much gear. I probably should have made that a 5. 1 for each of you.
And we are trying to be somewhat stealthy about it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll use an edge.
Everyone but you start lifting up. Are you going to use the edge or just recast it? Roll your drain and recast it.
Yeah.
So roll your drain before you do anything. Drain of 4. Man, that is brutal. It's not a cheap spell. You take 1 drain, my friend.
Are you going to try to recast it?
Well, yeah, now it's just going to keep getting harder if...
You can still, use an edge if the drain roll is separate.
Might as well.
Okay. Because I know you were debating it, so I'll give you that. So roll it again with a -3.
Not 30.
Not 30. Might be hard.
Okay, so 3 more.
Yep, perfect. Okay. You lift up to the top of the wall, no problem.
Keep us going until we get to the 3rd level of the...
Takes you, what, 1 round? 1.5 rounds. So we'll say 4 seconds to get to the top of the wall.
So this wall, should I keep going to the big wall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get us up there.
Get us to the keep. We're flying fast enough. It's better that we just...
So you're going to... So basically you're starting here. And then you're going to float across to here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there lights all over the place?
Oh yeah, there's floodlights. Down, pointing to below, not pointed up necessarily. Okay. And the ramparts are covered. So you're flying in between timber stone pillars holding up the roof to the covered ramparts. So there's large openings, but it is covered.
Can you cast an illusion?
You're going up 13 meters and you're going across about 20 meters. So that's going to take 1, 2, 3, about 3 rounds. So about 10 seconds it takes to float across that.
I'll try throwing up a Trid Phantasm right around where I painted before, try to mask if they just happen to take a piss or glance this way.
I just cover a little section of our traveling, or can you cast it on like an object we're carrying, and
it can move with us, I think.
Okay.
It can move. Yeah.
If you want to, yeah, go ahead and cast it. Just make you guys look like a mist floating in the air or something, piece of carrying through the air or something. Okay, roll your drain. Okay.
And should we go on top of the keep?
No, go to the 3rd floor and we'll
Is there windows or?
Yeah,
There
we'll
is
open one of the windows.
Look around for the windows if there's any unlocked.
So what are you doing with your Trid Entertainment, Trid Phantasm? Oh, there it is.
I'm just gonna say it looks like a mist blowing up off of the cliffs, and it's just obscuring this area.
Okay.
So
Because it can't make us invisible, can it?
no. But if it
And
looks
Atari,
like
while they're doing this, you're following.
Yep.
And then you're looping them, afterwards, all the outside cameras.
Yep.
So you're just watching through that window and just fixing the cameras as they go, moving from one to one and tracking where you're at.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So now where you're going, down beneath that wall?
Yeah, and then trying
On
to.
the ground?
Well,
no, not onto the ground, onto the 3rd story.
if there's any windows that can open up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is there anything that we could like float down onto, like a ledge of some kind or a balcony? Or is it just like solid?
No real ledge or balconies, just the windings. So just the glass.
Those of us opening the windows will try to work as quickly and quietly as possible.
I'll sustain the spell while they're trying.
Yeah, the glass doesn't open. There are shutters on the inside, but the glass itself is not like openable, so it is sealed.
Oh, so you can't even flip a switch or anything.
So you're on the left side, 3rd floor. Oh my god, there is one window. There is. Good job, team.
All right, now form the whale so we can write it through.
All those hours of work to nothing. No, I'm just kidding. No, you guys are being very smart about it. I applaud you, seriously. Honestly, I do. Window on the front part of this side on the 3rd floor. A small window. It seems to be boarded up from the inside. You cannot see through it.
That's the only window on that side?
That is the only window on that side.
Can you go astral, or is that dangerous while I'm flying you around?
I can't. You can't be moving my body when I'm astral. That'd be bad.
Land on the. Is there anywhere to land on? Ledge or that window?
The roof is very steep.
Or you could take us around the back of the keep. We could check for windows there.
Just go through that window.
Well, no, it's like boarded up, but we're gonna have to break the boards.
They might be loose.
Okay, check the boards and see if we can. Are they fixed, or do we have to break them?
The boards are on the inside, so you'd have to break the glass first.
Oh.
Or do something with the glass.
Can you melt it?
Yeah, it might take a round or two.
What do you have to melt it?
That. I can just cast this toxic wave and just have the acid just eat it away.
Here you go.
Is that gonna eat glass or?
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh.
Let's see, I have.
Can you pry it out with your knives?
Try to pry the whole thing, dig it out. Let's see, I can power.
Probably take too long.
Have napalm. But that's a great idea.
Glass is made of sand. Sand is earth. Can an earth elemental do anything for you?
They can break it for sure.
Yeah, we can do that. Shitty strips out of the snow gear, holds it up to the window, and smashes it.
Go ahead and roll strength. Just straight up strength, no modifiers, no links.
Input values none? Or would
Correct.
that be strength?
Yep, none and none. No modifier and no link.
So
Yep, perfect,
2.
just like that. Yep. You easily smash it with very little noise, muffling it with all the snowsuit.
Okay, excellent. If she can brace herself on like the ledge of the window or something, she'll do that, and then like test the boards by just kind of slowly pushing on them and just applying strength to see if maybe she can wedge the nails, if it's nails that were used, out. Kind of push the boards out that way instead of smashing them.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Like a vampire. Come on, let me in. I'm floating near the window.
Yeah, it's just like plywood basically, and you're able to push on it, and it does give some. And you push on it harder, and you do hear the creak of some nails being pulled out. And you push a little harder, and eventually it bends out enough where you can see kind of crack into the room. It seems to be a larger room. You seem to be looking through the back of some construction out into the room. Hold on, let me make sure I'm describing that right. No, I'm not. You're looking into a room. It looks off to the right. There is a stage. Actually, why don't I go ahead and just move and show you, since that's where you're going anyways.
Awesome.
Give me one moment while I prep it. Hold on, everyone. It's about to get bumpy.
Now we're stealthing this whole bitch.
Yeah, you got silencers on all your stuff.
Yep.
We're stealthing it until we just entered someone's play. And we jumped on the stage.
I'll make us all look like vampires.
There we go. I think we're ready for the big reveal. Yep, perfect. So you're all floating outside this. You see a large floor, like dance floor looking thing with a laying in the middle of it. A fireplace off to the side with some more windows in this wall, some doorways closed along the west wall, an opening to the northwest, and a large stage built in. And the windows are all boarded up, like this one, plywood, just sealed over. Looks like nothing's been disturbed here for quite some time.
Any cameras that I can see?
Roll perception. You do see one camera in the corner.
Okay, subvocal. Tari, we have a camera here. Are you aware of this?
Do I see it?
Okay, so Atari, at first they kind of went off your radar for a while as soon as they started floating next to Keep. There was no camera really staged on that area. But they tell you where they're at. They're floating outside the window, 3rd floor, you know, such and such side, west side, what have you. And you're able to find what the room they're describing, and you do see, now you're looking in the scrying pool, not the windows,
Okay.
and you do see the camera looking out across the room.
Okay. Try to do the same thing again with that loop.
Yep, you're going to have to re-roll it because you're on a different set of cameras. So I want you to roll electronic warfare plus intuition, cap of sleeves. Sleeve.
Is the camera facing the window at all, or is it facing into the room?
Yeah, I know. I should have wrote them on the map. I do apologize because I actually do have an icon. It's facing across the room. It's down in this corner, facing the entire room.
Mm.
You might be able
All right.
to peek your,
Very good, Atari. Roger, roger.
That's a go. Rogue 2.
Affirmative. Finish opening the window and get in quickly to help alleviate the caster. Just pull myself into the room.
Okay.
The whale is in. The whale is in.
Oh my god. Send
Are
in
you
the
calling
dolphin.
me a whale?
Send in the dolphin.
And then the dolphin. Amari. Amari's the dolphin.
Everyone knows who the dolphin is.
It's the hot chick.
And now you can scratch off going through the window off your bucket list.
I know. So
Get it.
exciting.
So exciting. So
Man.
exciting.
I'm like using my like stealth walk.
Okay. There is dust all over this floor for the most part. Especially on this side. Over here towards the doors, less so. I mean, there is some cleaning that goes on, but you can tell the stage hasn't been used. There's stacks of chairs. The windows are boarded up. The fireplace is empty. Hasn't been used in a long time.
This tarp or whatever, is it flat
Yep.
on the ground, or is there something underneath it?
It's a little rumpled, but it doesn't look like it's covering anything like any. That's what you mean. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
kind of laying for the
I'm not
flat
going
for the
to
most
step
part.
on it. I think we should go. So is
Everyone roll perception. Who's in the room? Not you, Atari, obviously.
Yep. I'm just chilling out. Back here in Matrix.
For those
room.
without perception.
If you don't have perception, don't even roll. Almari, yeah, you smell something kind of smoky in the air, kind of off, just sulfury or smoky, just kind of. Maybe it's the mildew, you know. Maybe it's because the room hasn't been used. But
So I'll pop
there's
into.
an odd sense.
Maybe it's a fucking
Astral.
spirit.
So if I pop astral, do I see a spirit through the wall here, or anything like that?
You don't see any spirit or anything, but you do see a background signature of some astral.
Not an entity, or just like some kind of like.
Roll a sensing. It's a nice roll. Where is the sensing chart? Lost
What
it.
I'm looking for.
I know 3 is good. I think it's going to tell you what you need to know.
Mind probe. What the hey?
I just want to verify it's going to tell you everything. Oh my god, are you serious? Bear with us. I just want to make sure we're doing it correctly for the most part. Table 313. There we go. Okay, presence or location. Okay, whether those essence or higher. Forces higher or lower. General diagnosis of okay, any astral signatures. Okay, right. There was a summoning done in this room recently of equal or lesser force than your magic rating.
Okay. In this room that we're in.
Correct.
Hence the sulfur smell.
Hold
A fire
on, guys.
being.
Hey, Dr. Giggles, move that tarp really quick.
All right, I grab the tarp and drag it over to the.
Underneath of it, you see the goal for a fire planar summoning. So you see like sulfur marks, like lines of black powder written in ruins and set on fire and things like that.
Right.
To aid in the summoning of a fire elemental.
Is it a binding circle? Like if we disturb this
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No.
I put the tarp back.
Okay.
We might have some hot
Recently,
company.
like within the past 6 to 12 hours.
Oh, that recent.
Hey, Bryce, I'm going to cast a spell on myself.
Okay, what are you casting?
Increased agility.
Very nice.
That's the max I can do. Anyway.
Okay, roll your drain. So do you gain 4 agility or 2?
Let me look it up. Let's see.
And you take no drain.
Yeah, when I see him start
I think it's
himself.
I'll check it, but I have a max of. It's like a max of what my something is. So hold on 1 second.
Yeah, probably your racial max and this, that, and the other.
It's
I'll
not,
do.
I just want to make sure it's 1 per success.
I'll cast increase reflexes.
And then keep in mind that's going to give you a +2 to sustain.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Almar, you go ahead and cast yours. Oh my goodness. Roll your drain.
Oof.
You take 1 drain. Make sure and mark it on your character.
Done. So that's
And mark it on your token. Also remember they are not linked to your tokens. I already got Mississippi's from earlier. Alright, so that is +5 reflex, +2 extra dice. Right?
Yep.
And that is a sustained spell, but you allowed 1 free sustain, right? You are, something like that?
Yeah, up to a force 4.
Which is what you cast it at. So.
Yep.
No, so it's capped at 4.
Yeah, so it'll be 4
plus 4
2.
and +2. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent.
And then I might just try to summon as well. Because I think there's something waiting for us. So I'll try to summon a force.
Okay.
4.
Atari, while they're in here casting all these spells, since you're on the 3rd floor cameras watching them, you take the time to shutter through.
Okay.
And while they're doing that, Shady, you and Giggles also. This is a bar.
Where's a bar?
Right here is a well-stocked bar, recently used. Has all sorts of expensive whatnot. You know, but you'll find that out if you go in there. Anyways, the elevator shaft is here along with the hallway. Oops. There we go.
Are there any additional
So
cameras
Atari,
in the bar?
there are cameras bar to watch the servant. And Atari is able to switch it as you go in there because he's got control of that batch of cameras. There's a camera here within the elevator, not in the elevator. That's a separate camera.
All right, I warned them, don't go into the elevator.
And there's one along this hallway.
Roger.
Going down.
Aren't we on the 3rd floor?
Yes, you are. This is
Yeah, that's where the book is at.
So you can see the hallway. Cameras in the hallway.
As Shady is taking a look
And
at
that's it. That's it.
at the wines, she'll subvocally mention, Atari, the book's supposed to be on this level. Can you help us out with those cameras? Maybe narrow down our search.
I take a look through the cameras, see if I can find
Okay.
where the book
That's
is.
all of the third floor. I've revealed to you all the third floor. You can see Atari. So you relay that to the group, and now the group, that's everything you can see.
Hey, Bryce, Force 4, Water Spirit.
Okay, how many? Oh, okay. I got 1 success. You got 3.
Yep. So that's
So
2
you get 2 services.
and a drain of 2.
Correct. Which you rolled a 3, or no? That's from increase
No,
reflex. Okay.
I haven't rolled yet. Okay.
So yeah, that is if it is 1 per hit, and then up to my augmented maximum, which I don't know what your augmented maximum means. I think that means if you have cyberware and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
But only. So I now have a 5 for agility. So Mississippi starts like jumping around like a ninja.
Yeah, and make sure you add that temporarily so that it.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of wine.
Your reflexes, your initiative, and all that.
Yeah, we just go in here and take all the wine and then escape.
That is evidence.
So
I just
there's
want to take a taste.
Yeah,
four,
unless you drink it now.
there's four doors on the other side of this corridor. Atari says, which ones do we want to go through, guys? The one right across from the door right here that we're standing by.
One's just as good as the other, as far as I'm concerned. It's too
Yeah, I
bad
mean,
he
we don't
can't help us
know.
with those cameras.
We have no idea what's doors, so I don't know how much.
So I would think that the book is probably in the Pint Suite, and that will be in probably a corner.
I think it's behind this.
Shady will come back over and listen at this door.
There's no cameras in this hallway.
I think
The
there
hallway,
are,
yes,
except
the
he's got them.
hallway.
Yeah, you're okay.
Hold on really quick, and I'm gonna like squat down and lean against the wall and pop astral and just poke my head through the wall.
And it's astrally removed.
Dr. Giggles, you ran out there already?
Yeah, I'm just next to the door.
Oh.
Shady May was going to listen at it.
Yeah, I was listening at the door to the hallway, actually. Make sure there weren't any guards walking it.
Oh, my mistake. You hear Dr. Giggles walking.
Yeah, Dr. Giggles, like Shady watches all like walk out. She's listening at this other door. We're all like, woo!
It's just,
Man, the sound
there's
of
people in the hallway. Yeah, we are.
It was probably unnecessary for her to do that, though, because I mean, realistically, if Atari had said, "Okay, here's the hallway. This is what we got going on," if there were guards, he would have mentioned it.
No, Atari sees no guards in the cameras or anything.
It's at this door. I have a good feeling about it.
So we'll listen at that door instead.
So that's the door I thought you listen.
Which door? Ping it again for me. Okay. You hear nothing.
You're absolutely correct, according to that roll.
Open it up. I got to spell
It's
red.
so silent. The book has got to be.
There is a maglock.
Oh, that's where these maglock keys come in.
Put it on
Shady
there.
will gesture for Giggles to go ahead.
How do I
Roll. They're what rating are they?
4.
4, I think.
It is a rating 4 mag key.
Okay, go ahead and roll 4 dice.
Okay. What kind of dice?
4d6. Everything's d6. Shadowrun. And you can either
Yeah.
do the formula of roll 4d6 and everything 5 and above is a hit, or you can just roll 4d6 and we'll figure it out.
Or you could
I'm
just
doing
click the little die.
Perfect. So you got 1 success.
That's what I did.
Okay. All right. It does open the door.
Cool. I like these.
Do you want to open it or do you want me to?
Be ready, and I'm going to push it open.
Are
Okay,
you
so
using the
Shade will be
physical
ready
or
to
your-
shoot what she sees, person-wise.
Do it.
Alright, Chummers.
I knew it. It was the room. We called it.
I was the one that called it.
It looks hopeful.
This room
This
seems to be a library of some sort.
What is this?
It's an open book. See if it's wooden.
Run in.
Anything astral in there?
In here are bookshelves full of ancient books and medieval
Cameras?
texts, ancient tapestries, much like ones that you saw down below. There is a fire burning in the fireplace. You can see out
And
the
I'm-
window. It's not boarded out in any way. Mississippi, would you chill out?
there's a dwarf bouncing from wall to wall.
Dwarf running around in the middle of the library naked. I don't know what you're doing.
He's very excited to see old book.
And in front of the window on a stone pedestal is a wooden plaque covered tomb opened up that you can see across to the room. My God, man. As you open
Is
If
there-
we only
door-
came in the other
Oh.
side of the building, we could have gotten this and drifted away already.
So, is there any like wards or astral?
everyone
Being-
roll initiative for me, or not initiative. I'm so funny. Roll perception for me.
Bam. 3.
Can-
Boom, 3.
Almira, are you with the group, or are you still back with the tarp?
No, I would move up with them.
Your water spirit's just following you, waiting for commands.
I would like to look in there astrally though, because I want to make sure that there isn't like some kind of warding spell or.
Right, but everyone's going to see inside the doorway and inside the room and take it in first, because
Yeah.
you're saying long after they opened the mag lock and opened the door. So let's finish the physical, and then you can survey it astrally if you still wish to do so.
Okay.
So as you guys open this door and you take in this room, see that it's a library. It looks exactly like what you see in front of you, as I described. There are also multiple cameras you do see in this room.
Atari, your attention is needed in this room.
I'm looking for those cameras.
You're looking through the scrying pool, Atari. You do not seem to see these cameras on the network that you are currently on. On the network tower you are on.
Sorry, guys, I don't see it. You're gonna have to take care of it the old-fashioned way.
Now, Almari, go ahead and astrally ascents for me.
Smoke grenades.
Oof.
I love you guys. I love you guys. I love
Damn it.
you guys. Yeah, you do sense astral signatures, and specifically over by the fireplace, you detect an astral signature.
Oh, there's a fire spirit in the fireplace.
I say that right now. I say, hey, fireplace, there's a spirit in there. It'll burn your dick off.
It'll burn your dick off.
Oh, it's going to need to be a big fire then.
So
Shady turns to look at the water spirit.
no, nobody can see the water spirit.
No, he's not manifested. He's an astral.
Ah, okay.
Atari,
So-
you're in this metal room, empty, hollow metal room with all these vibrating pipes pumping data through, staring through these little cameras you're flipping through on the third floor.
Well, we need that fire.
You know, it seems to be doing just fine. Nothing's really moving on level. Nothing's here with you, so
Okay.
everything seems good and dandy with you. Just letting you know, some time's passed.
Everything's good and dandy with me, guys.
Peachy.
Okay. All right, so you've taken in the room, received it. What are you gonna do?
I think that fire needs to be put out.
Hey, Mississippi. If I distract the thing, does somebody think that they can run in there and grab the book, and then we can run and just jump out the window, and you can catch us with a levitate?
Go the other way. But yeah, like I think I can place this. I don't like someone rolling. I can place this. That looks like the book we need, right? And we need to put the cold thing.
Can you see that it's magical with your eyes?
Kind
I'm
of.
assuming this conversation subvocal, right?
Yes.
I can kind of see it. Not great at this kind of thing, you know that. I put my enchanting gloves on to make sure it doesn't like take over my body or anything.
And you start to walk in the room
No,
after.
Don't go in there.
So what are we supposed to do? Is there a barrier?
Bryce, don't be put movement in our legs.
No, I really think
Almari,
that
what are you doing right now? Are you still
really think
looking at
that-
the room astrally, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm back in the corridor. I'm looking astrally through.
You're astrally perceiving, right? So in the mundane world, you'll be taking penalties.
That's right.
You're not projecting, you're just perceiving, right?
Right.
Okay.
I think the
You-
water elemental should
You
put out.
perceive an astral presence float into the hallway here.
God damn it.
There's an
Okay.
unknown astral presence now floating in this hall.
We need to go do this book
Can
thing.
I assess it? A sensing
Roll a
it?
sensing.
I want to know if it's like, is it a guard, or is it?
Hold on.
I mean, if it's like some kind of like surveillance spirit or something like that, if I notice that, then I'm gonna tell the water elemental to stop it.
The
Okay.
hell is that?
Can you see that with the yellow band around it
Yep.
Yeah.
to signify it's astral? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the astral signature of what you is from spending the whole day with just the day before of Goldie, now floating in the hallway.
Has she
That
seen
bitch.
that?
And as you sense her, she is banishing the water spirit.
No, we need
Oh.
that to put out the fire.
I'll counter it. So I'll protect my water spirit with
With your
two-
special fuck you Goldie spell.
two die out of my 6.
So we don't want to run in and get this book. What do we need to do? I'm confused. Kill Goldie?
Well, as soon as anyone runs in there, the fire spirit's going to come alive. Piss
Or is that a challenge against me?
It's the spirit, not you. It's opposed by the spirit's force plus the summoner's magic. If it's bound, it is not bound. So it gets 4 dice to defend.
+2.
Why +2?
Because I'm using counter. 2 of my counter spell pool.
Okay. Cool. So it got 4 successes. So it fought off the banishing. And on that note, Chummers, we're going to do a really quick be right back. Well, do you want to end it for the night? It's 10.
We're right there.
It's our normal cutoff.
Right there.
Right there.
And it's a pretty nice cliffhang.
Oh, a whole nother week?
We could do a half an hour more. Or do you think it's going to be?
It probably wouldn't finish. It probably wouldn't finish.
I'd
It's not going to be that easy.
yeah, I think
I know you can reach out and touch it.
This is a
like this.
pretty precarious situation. I think Cliffy here would probably be just as good, if not better, than somewhere further down the road.
yeah.
I agree with Laird.
Yeah.
Okay.
The water elemental needs to take out the fire spirit.
So on that note, Chummers,
Dun, dun, dun.
Ah!
I know.
we'll catch you next week.
Next time.
Thanks for watching all. Keep smiling.